AskReddit by Gw11R3X. What food do you swear people only pretend to like? Roommate in college would eat cereal with water in between paychecks, then just quit buying milk. Why not just eat it dry? My wife would mix non-dairy creamer with water and use it for milk when we first got married. I mean, I guess it's not that much worse than fat-free milk, but damn, we weren't that poor. Anything that's classified as a local delicacy. There's usually a reason it's remained local. And yes, I am Scandinavian. How'd you guess? Edit. All the exceptions you've listed sound disgusting and your taste does not generalize as well as you think it does. I know this game. It's called Let's See What We Can Get the Foreigner to Put in His Mouth. If I've learned anything in this thread, it's that I'm clearly uncultured. I've got no idea what 70% of these foods are. Judging by some quick googling, the answer is usually fish. Some of the jello salads out there, green jello with carrots, and sometimes raisins, is an abomination. Also, whatever the hell my mom used to make with cottage cheese and orange jello. My family had this weird notion that if you put healthy stuff in jello that it was a side dish and not a dessert. Nope, you just ruin two foods by making unnatural combinations with them. Mom never did come across a jello recipe that she thought was a bad idea though. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Edit 2. Since it's a frequently asked question. I'm not from Utah or the Midwest. Mom and grandma aren't either, they're from Los Angeles. I feel understood here. My grandma once made salmon jello as a refreshing summer dinner. Plain gelatin with chunks of salmon in it. However bad it sounds, it was worse. Lutefisk. I only know this from King of the Hill. It was the man with the terrible smell. As a Swede, surströmming. As a canned fish, Swedes. Oh yeah, jelly deals. https://www.youtube.com/watch?90tgrn4w8nq shit flavored fish wrapped in some nasty gelatinous slime. Eels up inside yap. Gefilte fish. I refuse to believe anyone under the age of 80 enjoys this food. It's not normal. Wrong. My mom is 72 years young and loves it. Chitlins. Seriously, its intestines sorta cleaned and cooked. That's it. My grandmother would make my granddad cook chitlins in the little shed outhouse where his tools were. No way was she allowing that smell inside. Ever hear of hot lettuce? The shit smells like a tire fire. Edit. I am floored by the response to this comment. I had no idea this was so foreign to everyone else. Edit 2. I am disabling inbox replies. All three of the things people are asking saying have been asked said now 20k times. Thanks for joining me on this weird journey of disgust. I just googled hot lettuce. I do not recommend. Anything I cook bake. Don't say that. Chitterlings. The end. Shitterlings. Tonic water. It's like angry poison water. Why would anyone drink that on purpose? Everybody gonna say oysters, and even though I love oysters I get what they mean. They're the texture of a thick sludgy. They taste like salt water and algae that's marinated in an old piece of discarded bubble gum. But I love them. I love them so much. I love them with horseradish, lemon juice and hot sauces. They are mostly just a vector for those flavors, I guess. But I'd never really argue with a person who hates on them. They're objectively correct. I've just eaten so many things at this point, whacked off my taste buds so much, made them numb with fire and acid, that I've evolved to some twisted realm of flavor where culinary Cenobites make me genuinely enjoy some clearly disgusting meal. Yeah, rhyme with you there. I love oysters but completely understand people who dislike them. Limburger cheese. It smells and tastes like sweaty feet. Edit. A lot of people are saying that Limburger cheese tastes good despite its foul odor. I've never actually tried it. I just made a hypothesis about the taste, and for all the people who like it, you can like what you like. I don't care as long as it's not hurting anyone. Thanks for all the comments, upvotes, and awards everyone. My great grandfather used to eat sandwiches made of Limburger cheese and mustard soaked sardines. Edit. My great grandfather's bizarre taste has turned this into my most upvoted comment ever. Durian. The smell of some durian tea from an ex-co-worker led to everyone in my, then, office thinking there was a gas leak. I love durian, but that shit does not belong in the workplace in any form period. You can wait till you get home to consume your rotten ass gasoline fruit. Raw eggs. There's bound to be a better way to cure a hangover. There is. Literally anything else. This is the opposite, but I'd just like to say. Not Brussels sprouts. Growing up on TV made me think Brussels sprouts was the most horrible thing to exist, but I finally tried them, and they are actually so delicious. I grew up with them boiled to death. I thought they were disgusting, until I learned that I could roast them. Now they are one of my favorite vegetables. Popcorn with ketchup. I don't even want to talk about it. Who does this? Ballot. I spent quite some time in the Philippines and I never saw one person actively enjoying the food but eating it because cheap and easy to get. Edit. I am by no means bashing the Philippines. Love the culture and its people. Yeah, I'll just eat some weird shit. I lived there for a few years. I saw plenty of people enjoying it. And some people apologized for serving me regular chicken eggs when I was their guest and absolutely believed I was just being polite when I told them that was my preference. Tried it twice. It's a cross between chicken soup and a hard-boiled egg, with the partially formed cartilage of a baby duck to chew on for 20 minutes or so. I don't recommend it. Snails. Had them. Nothing thrilling, it's all about the butter and garlic oil. Deleted. Deleted. I used to share a dorm with some bro types when I was studying abroad in Japan. It was their favorite pastime to eat a bunch of natto, come into the crowded computer room, fart massively, and then block the exits. While so many people hate everything I love mayo. Great nuts. If I wanted that texture and no flavor I would go outside and chew on gravel. I have never met a person who likes grape nuts. I remember my first bowl of grape nuts as a kid. I dumped a spoonful in my mouth and I remember not even wanting to chew. Just sitting there, mouth agape, my eyes both pleading for help and full of regret. Deleted. This. Plus, the basic rule is that fondant is used on cakes in lieu of tastier icings, like buttercream, because fondant's main purpose is the decoration. But any cake that's strong enough to hold all of your fondant decoration without falling apart is a cake that's not concerned about being delicious. Most majorly fondant decorated cakes that I've ever had are dry, dense, and lacking in flavor. As far as I'm concerned, if we're supposed to eat your cake, it needs to be delicious. I don't care if it looks like a rocket ship. Liver pudding. Yes, it is a real thing. Ever heard of black blood pudding? Caviar. I'd like some salt paste please for $100 a scoop. I was at my uncle's wedding probably 15 plus years ago when I first had caviar, served as an hors d'oeuvres, with something meat atop a cracker. I must have been about 7 or so, but to this day, it still ranks as one of the best things I have ever consumed. I'm not one to write home about salty foods, seeing as my hometown's main dishes are almost all based with ingredients from the sea, but good lord do I love caviar. Dunno what it is about caviar. It could be the taste, It could very well be the prestige how rarely I have eaten it, but I could always be down for some caviar. This thread makes me feel 30% understood and 70% completely angry that people don't like avocado. To me, you have to properly season straight avocado, or eat it with something salty. That being said, I didn't even give it a shot until I went keto. Now guacamole is literally my jam. Marmite. There's literally a series, https://www.youtube.com/watch?go/RCU0UL70U of adverts, https://www.youtube.com/watch?JFLHZ8C close bracket made by the company where the whole premise is this shit tastes so terrible that even the slightest scraping will make you vomit. They're not even pretending anymore. It's not a food as much as it is an inter-office stare to see just what nasty bullshit they can convince people to eat. Edit. To everyone queuing up to tell me that I'm missing out and that you need to use the smallest amount possible, believe me, I do. The smallest amount possible is 0, and I find that improves the taste dramatically. I like to have 2 slices of toast, one with Marmite and one with peanut butter. I do genuinely like Marmite, and those twiglet snacks that are coated in it. Hot or cooked avocado? Who? What? Why? Anything rose or floral flavored. Like I wanted a cake, not a cake that smells like flowers and tastes like soap. I love rose lemonade and Turkish delight, but I totally understand why most people think it tastes like perfume. I love Parma violets too, chalky violet floral scented sweets in the UK. Everything I eat at Rosh Hashanah. Chopped liver, gefilte fish, kugel, noodles with cottage cheese and raisins. Everything is described as an acquired taste, which is code for not good.